Good evening, warm welcome to the program. Hope you are able to hear me and see the screen. So today we are going to see one important logistic outsourcing concept. 3PL, third party logistic, is one of the outsourcing strategy being followed for many decades. And now the importance of outsourcing is growing day by day because the importance given to logistic services is also becoming critical to the customer service. But we have to see whether all activity can be outsourced, or if you are in working in a manufacturing organization, what is your core competency and where you need to focus is important. Or if you are in distribution services, what is your core competency? Can you depend upon outside participant to do a service for you? So let us briefly discuss some of the concepts of third-party logistic, and also there are various different name called like 4PL or LLP or 5PL, and being used interchangeably in the market. Let us go through a brief introduction. Before that, let me share the screen. Hope you are able to hear me. Okay, give me a few seconds. Let me share the screen. So we are going to see today a topic on logistics service providers like 3PL or 4PL. What does it mean? What activity you can outsource, and who are specialists available in the market? These things we will see in our brief introductory session. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Pattabhiraman. This is my LinkedIn profile. Hope some of you are already following or connected with me. If not, you are always welcome to connect with me. I'm searchable with the keyword supply chain master. As a background, I am an engineer with a MBA and PG diploma in data science. I have nearly 3 decades working experience in this global organization. I started my career in planning function in Bosch, and that's where I was working for the first 16 years, and moved on to other global corporation. I have been handling each subdomain in the supply chain at various levels. Last 10 years of my official career, I was heading the supply chain management and was responsible for end-to-end supply chain management. Currently, I am heading an organization called Thoughtware Training Private Limited. As far as my certification is concerned, if you are a supply chain professional, you should be knowing about this global certification. Especially if you are in a job market, you need this certification. Specifically, if you are looking for corporate logistic or corporate type of profession, either in a manufacturing or consulting, and not in the service. Possibly, if you are in the service sector, they may not require these type of global certification. I am also a certified purchasing manager and project management professional. Regarding our organization, we are based in Bangalore, 5-year-old organization. We provide both consulting and training in the field of supply chain, logistics, and procurement. We operate under the brand name of Expert SEM. So let us move to 3PL. Meanwhile, those who are live watching the live program in LinkedIn can always type your comment in the LinkedIn. I will be able to respond to you when we are having the program. Coming to 3PL is a provider of outsourced logistics service. Logistics service means it's anything that involves the management of way resources are moved to the area where they are required. Okay. Initially, it was defined as only for the moment, but now in the present context, you will see that they can do a wide variety of activity apart from basic transportation. Among the service they provide our transportation currently, apart from transportation, warehousing, cross-docking, inventory management, packaging, freight forwarding, and some more additional things which we will see in the coming slides. Characteristic basically warehouse distribution based third party logistic are very popular in India. They have basically from warehouse or distribution experience. You know, the companies like DSC Logistic, Visco, Caterpillar Logistic, or even TVS Logistic, Mahindra Logistic, they are in the in this domain. Forwarder-based third-party logistic is a very independent middleman with forwarder roles. They are also involved in international export, import, customs related activity, and also arranging the berth or booking the slot both in air and sea vessels. Example could be, maybe you are aware about Kunal Nagal, C.H. Robinson, and many people are operating in this sphere. They are also called third-party logistics. Coming to supplier, shipper management based third party logistics, they are focused on management of the shipping process from beginning to end. Okay. Coming to next level, some of this activity may not be readily available in India, but overall scope we are just seeing as a characteristic. In US, for example, financial based third party logistic is also there. They provide freight payment and auditing, cost accounting and control, tools for monitoring, booking, tracking, tracing, and managing inventory. Possibly these things could enter into Indian market shortly because of growing importance to the logistic now. You can see the examples of the company in the financial 3PL. Mostly these are currently US based organization. Coming to one more type, information-based firm, third-party logistics services, significant growth and development in this category of internet-based business-to-business electronic markets for transportation and logistics service. They have a powerful IT platform to make all the transactions. You can see these organizations, and doubtfully they are still in India. Possibly these things will be incorporated if, in the near future. Coming to asset and non-asset based organization, you know, there are some providers who own the warehouse, transportation vehicle, and other infrastructure, whereas there are some other category of people who does not own anything, but they primarily do various coordination work. Maybe non-asset based organization will manage multiple asset based organization. So you need to understand when you have to employ asset based organization and non-based asset based organization. In any case, both will provide service so as to increase overall efficiency, cut the cost, decrease error, mitigate risk, can accomplish all this time. So, you know, why we are going for 3PL is to perform the operation better, maybe much efficiently and effectively compared to our own organization. Possibly because they have the technology, they have the necessary resources and expertise. That's where we are going to depend on them. One is for improving the performance, second could be reducing the cost, and possibly improving the delivery time. Coming to 3PL versus 4PL, generally 3PL are considered to be asset-based organization, and 4PL are not really asset-based organization, but they are at a higher level. They may employ multiple 3PL along with other agency to execute the operation for the customer. They may do end-to-end operation for the customer. So there are definitely some advantage either using 3PL or 4PL. First, let us see the 3PL. Outsourcing all or much of a complete company's logistic operation to a specialized company. Actually, this 3PL has originated in 1970s. You know, there were originally a contract between the shipper and the buyer, or you can call shipper and the carrier. But later on, a third party was introduced into the process. That's where they started calling some coordinator who is involved between the shipper and the carrier, some coordination point. That's where the 3PL has started, but now it has a very wider meaning. Okay. Coming to the services they provide includes everything like we have seen: transportation, warehousing, cross-docking, inventory management, packaging, and freight forwarding. Coming to the next higher level, slightly differs from 3PL. 4PL organization is often a separate entity establishes a joint venture or long-term contract between primary client and one or more partners. 4PL acts as a single interface between client and multiple logistic providers. Since they are non-asset based, possibly they possess the expertise in coordination, and design solution is also possible from them. Okay, all aspects, okay, of the client supply chain are managed by the 4PL organization. In fact, this is where they call as a total supply chain solution provider, or LLP means lead logistic provider. So 4PL or LLP are more or less same. Okay, the LLP means lead logistic provider. What about other PL? 3PL, before 3PL, there was 1PL and 2PL. 1PL is something that the organization themselves used to manage this activity. Okay. 1PL is managed by the organizational function alone. When it comes to the second PL, it was more of a transportation services provided by the outside party. So the 2PL relates to specifically only transportation activity from the outside provider. And now you can see 5PL and other activities partners are available. This sketch gives some idea. For example, 1PL, it's the cargo owner themselves doing specifically in the manufacturing or retailing. When it comes to 2PL, the carrier were supporting the organization mainly in transportation. When it is coming to 3PL, they were providing much wider service like logistic service provider, and they combine many more activity to provide this service. 4PL has become one more additional level where they provide lead logistic providers, and they provide end-to-end supply chain management. When you see 5PL, they also combine their activity with mainly e-commerce activity. So they are able to integrate and interface 4PL activities along with the e-commerce. But I have seen many organizations mix or interchangeably use this various level, but ultimately we are trying to outsource certain activity to perform it in a better way. So these titles may be fancy. I have seen many people, even when they are providing a limited service, they say we are a total supply chain solution provider. That should not bother you. When you are engaging a particular service provider, you need to understand what services you need to outsource, whether the service provider are able to do better than what you are able to do internally. Okay. So outsourcing logistics, does it make sense for everyone, is very important. Okay, because sometimes the benefits are always there, but still you need to see whether this logistic service is a core competence to your organization, especially in the distribution or e-commerce platform. Logistic is considered to be a core activity, So you need to focus on such action, and it is advisable not to outsource such a core activity. Okay, so know what services you need to outsource. There are, as we have seen, many activities possible, starting from inventory management, auditing services, small package processing and shipping, labeling, tracking of package via IoT, advanced order and payment processing, defined roles of importer, exporter of record. So almost all form of logistic activity can be outsourced, and there are specialists available maybe for each one of this, or somebody which is having who is having combined knowledge on each of this process. Okay, any one of you have any doubts, you can always type in the LinkedIn comment so that I will be able to respond. Aspects of 3PL practice before making a final selection could be: you should remember, by engaging 3PL, it's not for day to day short term benefit, but it should be for a long term. It needs some alliance collaboration. So you engage third party logistic only if you are sure that this partnership is going to be there for a long term, and it should be supported by mutually beneficial business strategy. Otherwise, it is going to be a failure. I have seen many organizations are using the service provider to extend their current efficiencies, but some places it's becoming a big failure because they think it is of short-term strategy, or the SLA, service level agreement, is not properly designed or fixed. Core reason to outsource non-core activity. This is based on a survey why they want to outsource the three-party logistic. So it starts with cutting the transportation cost, or a business process improvement, improvement in customer service. So there are a lot of benefits possible, but you should define what exactly is required from this provider, and a proper service level agreement should be there. Many of you, if you are looking to enter supply chain domain, 3PL could also serve you as a entry point where you can learn, and also, if possible, it is easy to enter. It is not that everything is a laborious task now. It is also a managerial task. Okay, apart from doing multiple activities like ERP transaction or managing the unskilled workforce. So the skills you can develop when you join a 3PL, through which you can also go to the corporates. Okay, so job potential wise, 3PL offers a better opportunity. Now, coming to the organization, why apart from cost or quality they are trying to outsource is they have to focus on their core competency. Okay, core competency is something that they are familiar and they can do better than anyone else. Okay, such activity they need to focus and improve upon them, and whatever it's not core has to be outsourced. If you take many of the manufacturing organization, logistic is not a core activity. In fact, such activity is being outsourced to the service provider. But in case of retail or e-commerce platform, logistic is the core activity. Okay, so by outsourcing, it provides the opportunity for you to focus on your area and improve and beat your competitors. Okay, so I have given a brief introduction about 3PL. In fact, we have such a self-paced program in our website. You are welcome to visit any of the site, or our WhatsApp numbers are available here. You can always reach to our executive if you want to learn. Apart from 3PL, we have many other programs which are conducted live as well as self-paced program. So you can request for a brochure or any other details required. If any one of you require any clarification, you are always welcome to type in the LinkedIn comments. I am available live. Any questions, doubts, clarification from the participant? Was the session useful to you? Okay, thanks for attending. All the best and have a nice evening. Bye.